Our world is full of secrets. We want to know what we don't know. We're drawn to the darkness. Ghost stories and strange things that happen, things we call paranormal, have always been interesting to us. From spooky stories whispered to scary things that happen to people, the world of the paranormal is like a magnet. It makes us think about our biggest fears and wonder about what we can't see. For a long time, people all over the world have told stories about ghosts, demons, and things they can't explain. These stories, passed down from parents to kids, show how interested we are in the unseen world. We want to connect with something bigger than us, to understand the things we can't explain. Whether we want proof that there's life after death or just a little scare, the paranormal keeps us guessing. People who study paranormal activity, even though some don't believe in it, try to understand these strange happenings. These investigators, wanting to learn and using special tools, go into spooky places, looking for answers to questions people have asked for hundreds of years. But the paranormal is tricky. It's hard to understand, and science can't always explain it. It hides in the shadows, where things don't always make sense. Even with new technology and all we know about the universe, the paranormal makes us question what is real. History is full of stories we can't explain. Old ruins and buildings are quiet reminders of strange events. These echoes of the past, often sad and scary, stick with us, reminding us that some stories just won't go away. One of these stories comes from the Tower of London, a place with a long history of sadness and death. The tower, once a king's home and a scary prison, is said to be haunted by the ghosts of people who died there. One famous ghost is Anne Boleyn, the second wife of King Henry VIII. She was killed in 1536. People say her ghost, sometimes without a head, walks around the tower. Across the ocean in Gettysburg, Pennsylvania, a place where a big Civil War battle happened, there are many ghost stories. Soldiers who died there are said to still be there. People say you can hear their ghostly cries and whispers. People visiting and the park rangers have seen ghosts, heard voices, and felt cold spots. They think the battlefield is like a door to the past, where the war never ended. These ghost stories, often in places where sad or important things happened, remind us that the past isn't really gone. The energy of what happened there stays and makes it hard to tell the difference between the living and the dead. Real-life ghost stories happen more than you think. Regular people and ghost hunters have stories about strange things, and these stories show us the weird world of the unknown. These experiences, often personal and scary, make us question what is real.
Strange things started happening to me slowly. I heard noises and things moved on their own. Then things got worse. I saw a scary shadow that made me feel really afraid. I was so scared and I thought something bad was in my house. I asked ghost hunters for help because I wanted answers and I wanted it to go away.
Another scary story is about a family living on a farm. Strange things started happening there. They heard footsteps at night, voices when no one was there, and felt like someone was watching them. Their kids' toys would turn on by themselves, and things would disappear and then show up in weird places.
As more strange things happened, we got more scared. We thought something else was living in our house. We asked ghost hunters for help because we wanted our house back.
These true stories, sometimes people say they're just dreams or imagination, show how scary these things can be. The fear, confusion, and feeling of helplessness are real, even if there's another explanation. Ghost hunting uses lots of different ideas, from science and technology to how the mind works in history. Investigators use tools and special ways to look at what they think is paranormal activity. They want to understand these strange things. Even though some people don't believe in it, these investigators keep trying to understand, even when people doubt them.
One tool ghost hunters use is an EMF meter. This shows changes in energy fields that some people think might mean ghosts are around. If the meter suddenly goes up or down, especially where there's no electricity, they think it might be a ghost.
Ghost hunters also use other tools like voice recorders, special cameras, and motion detectors. Voice recorders can pick up sounds we can't hear, sounds that some people think are ghosts talking.
Special cameras can see heat, which helps find cold spots, which some think means ghosts are there. Motion detectors show when something moves, so ghost hunters know where to look. They use computers to look at what they find to see if there are patterns that might tell them about the paranormal activity.
Figuring out what this information means isn't always easy, but investigators try to be fair. They use their experience, what they feel, and careful thinking to understand what is happening.
Trying to understand the paranormal is like exploring a place you've never been. Every new thing you find just leads to more questions.